It was 1415. Henry V, King of England, claimed the French throne. His small army landed in France, facing impossible odds. The French, confident in their vast numbers, expected an easy victory. The claim to France was old, starting with Edward III. Henry V revived this dangerous quarrel, believing France was his by right. The English campaign began at Harfleur with a long, bloody siege. Disease spread, killing many of Henry's men. With numbers dwindling and autumn winds blowing cold, Henry chose a risky march to Calais. His army, sick and hungry, walked through enemy lands, pursued by the French. Henry's men, archers and knights, carried longbows and fading hopes. The French nobles were furious. An English king marched on their soil. They gathered a huge army, confident in their victory. French leadership was fragmented. King Charles VI was often mad. Command fell to various nobles, leading to internal disputes. The English faced more hardship: rain, mud and rising rivers. Food ran out and the French army blocked their way. Near Agincourt, the two armies faced each other on October 24th. The battlefield was a narrow patch of land with woods on either side. This narrowness would be vital, helping the English. The battle fell on October 25th, St. Crispin's Day, a day that would be remembered for centuries. The English, cold, wet and hungry, faced a daunting challenge. They readied for what felt like their last day on earth, their spirits low but their resolve unbroken. King Henry spoke of honor and England, giving his men courage and a sense of purpose. He placed his knights and men-at-arms in the center, with archers strategically positioned on the flanks. Archers hammered sharp wooden stakes into the ground, creating a formidable defense against charging horses. For hours, nothing happened. The tension was palpable. The French were slow, overconfident, and underestimated their enemy. French nobles argued about who would lead, delaying their attack and causing confusion. Henry gave a surprising order. His army would advance, catching the French off guard. They pulled up their stakes, moving closer to the French lines. The English soldiers advanced, forcing the French to act hastily. English archers let fly a dark cloud of arrows, a deadly rain that blotted out the sky. The arrows fell on the packed French soldiers, causing chaos and panic. The battle had truly begun. The French knights charged at last, a fearsome sight in heavy armor, their lances gleaming in the dim light. But their charge was doomed from the start. The muddy field and narrow ground squeezed them together, making it difficult to maneuver. They became a confused, struggling mass, easy targets for the English archers, who were waiting patiently. The English longbow was a terrible weapon, with archers shooting many arrows quickly and accurately, raining death upon the French. Bodkin arrows punched through armor while others hit horses, creating chaos and panic among the French ranks. The French charge broke apart under the relentless arrow storm, their formation shattered. Those who managed to reach the English lines were tired and disordered, their strength sapped by the difficult terrain. The fight became a brutal slaughter in the thick mud, with knights struggling to stay on their feet. English archers dropped their bows, drawing swords, axes and daggers, ready to engage in close combat. Lightly armored, they moved easily in the mire, outmaneuvering the heavily armored French knights. The French sent wave after wave, but the narrow field was choked with bodies, making it nearly impossible to advance. English discipline held strong, with King Henry himself fighting bravely, inspiring his men to hold the line. Suddenly, a crisis erupted amidst the chaos of battle. Some Frenchmen, desperate and determined, attacked the English baggage at the rear, hoping to turn the tide. King Henry V, realizing the imminent danger, feared a new attack from behind and made a grim choice. In a brutal and controversial decision, he ordered his men to kill most of the French prisoners, a harsh act to save his army from potential disaster. The French attacks finally ceased, their will to fight utterly broken, and their forces in disarray. Thousands of French nobles lay dead on the battlefield, with many more captured and awaiting their fate. The English losses were significantly smaller, an astonishing outcome that defied the odds. The muddy field of Agincourt was stained red with French blood, a grim testament to the ferocity of the battle. Henry V and his weary but victorious army marched on to Calais, eventually sailing back to England as celebrated heroes. The victory at Agincourt was a shocking triumph, lifting English spirits and delivering a crushing blow to the French nobility. Agincourt became a legendary name, showcasing the devastating power of the English longbow and the vulnerability of heavily armored knights. The battle cemented Henry V's status as a legendary figure, immortalized by the works of William Shakespeare. Today, the Battle of Agincourt is remembered as a tale of extraordinary courage and a remarkable victory against overwhelming odds.